Keith's an amazing guy.
What is up? It is Red, the Rideshare Ginger, coming right back at you. It's been a little while just because I haven't had a whole lot to say. Like what I said in the last video, like kind of still applies today, but I want to jump in, talk about unemployment and things like that, and whether you should apply, when you apply, and things like, and like all that stuff, and the other stuff that came with the CARES Act. So if you're in Illinois, and I'm saying this on Tuesday the 31st, maybe something like that. Yeah, Tuesday the 31st, because tomorrow's 1st. And I'm also recording 2 videos back to back here, 2 separate topics. So I'm just going to post them as separate videos, maybe both today, maybe one today, tomorrow, whatever. But should you apply for the unemployment? And in Illinois, should you apply for the unemployment as a gig worker? The answer is no. Don't apply right now. Illinois Unemployment Office or whatever has a letter that they sent out or posted on their website that says, like, yes, we do qualify for benefits now, but basically their system isn't set up for it yet. So you got to wait, and they'll let us know when we are able to apply. So at some point, yes, you can apply, but don't apply right now. And in all honesty, when it gets set up, I'm probably going to apply for it because it's an additional $600 that they approved, plus what you normally qualify for, which depends on, they have a new formula that they're going to use for independent contractors like us. So it's not going to be exactly what you think you qualify for. It might be more, might be less. I don't know how the formula works, but I would probably qualify for like $200 weekly outside of that $600 normally. And so that puts me at $800. And then normally in Illinois, as far as I understand, you're allowed to, outside of your benefits, so that $800 that I would get, the $600 plus the 2, I can earn an additional 50% of that outside of that and not affect those benefits. So I could go do another $400, so $1,200 in total. And for me personally, my normal weekly goal is $1,000. So I could go do the $800 from them, plus go work 15 to 20 hours and go get that additional $400, and then be in a better position overall for myself and not working as hard and being able to put out more content and all my channels and things like that. So it's kind of where I'm at with it. I will probably apply for the unemployment unless it's, only 100 that I'm getting and they say we can't earn 50%. If we can't earn 50% of that total, then it's not going to work for me because I do need to make that $1,000. So I need to at least get to that point. Now, also with this stimulus bill that was passed, you start going to the SBA.gov site and start reading through their things. And there's other things that they say independent contractors qualify for. And we are independent contractors, but I don't know if we're independent contractors in the sense they are talking about. So I just spent like the last 30 minutes to an hour reading through like the bill and all the stuff that's on there. And I haven't come up with an ultimate determination, but there is a chance that we qualify for loans and grants from the SBA through this stimulus bill as well, if they lump the gig workers under the independent contractor thing as well. But then there's also the question, if I get this money from the SBA, can I also file unemployment and can I work as well on top of it? And so can you double, maybe triple dip into the funds and get money that way? I don't know yet. I don't have an answer for you. I'm looking into it more, but one thing I found is there's basically a $10,000 grant that they're giving to basically anyone who applies. Like, it's super lenient. And if we're lumped into it, it says independent contractors, whether they're a sole proprietorship or not, qualify for it. And so they're kind of lumping us into that potentially. We're independent contractors, but are we the independent contractor as stated within the lines of that bill or any other law that's been put into place? So we may or may not be under that, but so potentially a $10,000 grant that does not have to be paid back. That's $10,000 that does not have to be paid back. That'd be great. But if that negates me from filing unemployment, if I'm getting $800 on unemployment for what it looks like, I think it said 36 or 39 weeks for it was, I mean, that's $30,000 in free money versus a $10,000 free money. But the $10,000 now versus $30,000 over the long term, what makes more sense? So it's a toss up at this point, and I'm going to keep looking more into it to see what happens. But if I also qualify for a loan, maybe I take out a loan for $20,000 or whatever they potentially approve me for, because I think those loans can go up to $2 million, because small businesses can need a significant amount of cash, but they can only be used for specific things. But if I can go get 20 grand for my Turo business and go buy 3 or 4 more vehicles, even though they're not really being rented out right now, that helps me so much more in the future. So that's a potential option that I'm looking at as well. We'll have to wait and see. I got to go read more into this. I think more info will come out as they go. I might just say screw it and apply for some shit and go from there. Like, obviously, I'm not applying for unemployment until it says it's available. And if you're in Illinois, look on their website real quick, because right on the front page, people are skipping it. They're just clicking, I want to file, I want to file, I want to file. There's specific days that you're supposed to file based on your last name. So don't file outside of those days. If you're in Illinois, and I'm sure other states are doing it similar, but I only research Illinois because that's where I'm at. So kind of a lot of stuff to talk about that there's not a lot of information out for it just yet. And I think the info will come as the days go on. But in my video that I'm going to also video today, I'll talk about what I've been doing earnings wise and how that's going for me. But I don't know. If I can get the 10 grand plus the unemployment plus a quick loan, I'm going for it. I'm going all in and going to get what I can get and go from there with it. I mean, yeah, it's tough times out here for some people, and some people need that 10 grand to just pay their regular bills and things like that. So if you need it, look into it. It's sba.gov, and there's pages on there about the CARES Act and what it approved. I think they listed under the COVID-19 info and whatnot, but it goes into detail, but not a lot of detail. And it's enough detail to where if you were like a regular small business, or if you were an independent contractor, let's say a plumber or something like that owns a plumbing business, where it all makes a lot more sense and it applies to you very well. Being a gig worker, it's weird because like some of the stuff is for payroll. Well, we don't have a payroll per se, but we get paid weekly. So, and some of these funds have to go towards payroll. So can we only get the amount of money that we typically make within a week over the course of however long they're, like, let's say they're factoring 6 months. So you get that 6 months of payroll up front, put in your account, but you can only disperse it to yourself in certain amounts. You get it all up front, things like that. Because independent contractors and what we are we're independent contractors, but we're not the traditional, plumber, carpenter, other independent contractors. I know, like, there's other stuff. And gig workers, freelancers, we're all kind of in this weird boat as well. So go out there, try to do your research. Like, I went to the SBA site and got as much info as I can, but I'm coming up short. So then I started going to other sites that are talking about it and their legal advice and things like that, summing them up. But I don't know whether I can trust them or not. So I'm trying to get as much info as I can. And like I said, I might just say screw it and apply when it's all signed up, but I'm going to research it over the next couple days, and I'll let you know if I find out any more info. But until next time, guys, like, comment, share, let me know what you think. Thank you.